Hello, hello, and welcome to Module 1 of Courageous, Engaging and Conversing with Your Infinite Self. I'm Helena Grant, creator, and I wanted to conduct a short and very gentle yoga movement practice to accompany the work that we will be doing in Module 1. So I invite you to take a seat on a yoga mat if you have one. If you don't, a carpeted floor is perfectly sufficient. And some of these practices you could even do seated in a chair. But the ground is really a wonderful place to come to and really find that grounding and that support that is always available to us. So I invite you to take a comfortable seat. If you can cross your legs, that is helpful. You could have your feet sort of stacked, one in front of the other. They don't have to be tucked in like I have mine. And we're just going to start with a very gentle rolling of the head. And you're not going all the way back, but you are coming forward. And as you move your head around in this plane, you're inviting the fluids in your vertebrae to sort of lubricate everything. And then we can go in the other direction, again, bringing the head not all the way back on the upswing, but forward and down. And this might feel very, very good for your neck. If it does not feel good, if there's any pain or tension, please don't do it. And so now we're going to take our right hand and reach it out to touch the floor with our very tips of our fingertips, and bring our left hand up to the side of our head and just provide a little bit of traction to the side of the head. We're not pushing or pulling, we're just giving it a little bit of extra encouragement. And you might feel this stretch right here in the side of your neck and down your arm, and this should feel very relaxing and enjoyable. And then we'll take that left hand and bring it to the side of the head and help our head back up to center. And we will do the same thing on the other side. So bring your left fingertips out to the side, touching the ground, and bringing that right hand up to the opposite side of the head. And again, just a little bit of added traction to get that nice stretch down the side of your neck and into your shoulder. And a nice breath in and out, and then bringing that hand to the side of the head to bring us back upright again. And now we're going to do a very gentle seated twist. So breathing in, bring your arms up to the sky. And then breathing out, you're going to turn to the left. Breathing in, arms up again, breathing out, twisting to the right. Breathing in, arms up, breathing out, twisting to the right. And of course, feel free to do this at your own pace. Breathing in, arms up, breathing out, arms down to the side. And let's do just one more iteration of that. Arms up and down to the side. You can be grabbing your opposite knee, up and down to the side, and then back up to come back to center and back down. The spine loves to move in many directions and really enjoys that sensation of being moved side to side in a very gentle twist like that. So now we're going to come to all fours on the floor or on your mat, and you want your arms to be shoulder width apart with your palms flat on the ground, and your knees directly under your hips. And we're gonna do a little movement called cat and cow. So on the inhale, we're going to arch our back, sway our back and look up. This is cow. And then on the exhale, push the spine up towards the ceiling, into a cat. And then on the inhale, coming back through into that cow, that swayed back cow. And then on the exhale, pushing through those hands and really arching your back. And then again on the inhale, into cow. And the exhale, into cat. We're gonna do that 2 more times. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. Inhale into cow. Exhale into cat. And this movement, you might be feeling a nice stretch across your chest. And now back in our tabletop, all fours pose, we're gonna bring our feet together behind us. And you can bring your knees out just a little bit, and we're gonna bring our hips back to sit on our knees. We're gonna come into child's pose. And as you do this, you're gonna let your forehead rest on the ground or the mat and move your head side to side just a little bit to massage out that third eye. This is a resting pose that really helps your nervous system calm down and integrate. You feel very supported by the earth. And again, moving that head side to side. You can leave your arms out like I have mine, or you can bring them to either side of your legs. And again, moving that head side to side. Take some nice, deep, cleansing breaths. One more breath. Wonderful. And you might want to stay there in child's pose. If that's the case, feel free, or you can join in coming down onto your back on the mat. And you can roll down vertebra by vertebra. And we're going to bring our knees into our chest. It's called Apanasana, knees to chest. And you can just sort of rock side to side, feeling your sacral bone at the base of your spine. It's a triangular shaped bone at the base. You can feel that really being massaged by the floor. And you can stay here moving side to side gently, or you can bring your knees around in a nice gentle circle. Again, really accessing that sacral bone, massaging it against the floor. And you're welcome to move that circle in the other direction as well. And again, this should feel very good, very opening. If it does not, please just, again, return to knees to chest, regular Apanasana. And now from here, we're gonna move into happy baby. So bringing the legs to a 90-degree angle and grabbing the soles of your feet with each hand. You could also do your peace fingers around your big toe. And you want to be envisioning your knees coming down to the ground. And of course, we don't need them to come all the way down to the ground. If you can't reach your feet, you could grab your shins or your ankles, but grabbing your feet really brings in a nice amount of traction. And you also want to be focusing on having your sacrum down on the ground. And here we can move, again, gently side to side. You could also straighten one leg out, bring it back in. You can straighten the other leg out. This might bring in a nice stretch in your glutes. And again, rocking side to side like a happy baby. Okay, and now bring your feet, soles of your feet back down to the mat. And you can walk your feet out a little bit, about two to 2.5 feet between them, and bring your knees together. This is called Constructive Relaxation. And again, this has your sacrum down on the ground and your shoulders flat, and you can just really feel that support of the earth and the ground. Take a nice deep breath here. And for one of our final poses, we're going to come into bridge pose, Supta Baddha Konasana. So bring your feet in towards your glutes, close enough that your fingertips can touch your heels. And your legs are a few inches apart, hips width. And we are going to bring on the inhale, bring our hips up towards the ceiling, creating a nice line between our shoulders and our hips and initiating an inversion, a gentle inversion. So here we go on the inhale. Raising those hips up, keeping our arms down on the ground. Again, feeling that support of the earth in the soles of our feet, in the back of our head. Don't turn your head when you're in bridge, like I just did. And breathing, maybe feeling a little bit of heat in our quads, our quadriceps, our thighs, but also initiating an inversion of the flow of our blood. Because normally our blood is working both with and against gravity in the flow of our being. But in this inversion, we're kind of mixing things up a bit and just creating a new flow, a new channel. And on the exhale, bring your hips back down. And it might feel good to, again, bring your knees to chest in Apanasana. Wonderful. And now you can roll onto your side in a little bit of a fetal position. Again, feeling that support and that wisdom available to us in the ground, in the floor. And just push yourself up again into a seated position, whatever feels comfortable for you. And we'll just take couple of cleansing breaths in and out. And I invite you to employ Ujjayi breath, where you constrict the muscles in the back of your throat and kind of scrape the air against it as it comes in, and especially as it goes out, it makes the sound of the ocean. One more. Wonderful. I hope that these movements are beneficial to you as we proceed with Module 1 of Courageous. Yoga is a wonderful way to prepare our bodies for the practice of meditation. So I invite you also to just take a few moments after you finish watching this video to even just initiate a brief meditation, just a few moments of mindful breathing, because now your body is even more prepared than it was before to sit in meditation and receive all the wisdom that is already programmed into you through your higher intelligence. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next module. Namaste.